Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back in another snapshot video. Minecraft 1.19.4 pre-release 2 has just released. Now this brings very little changes to actual anything. There are a few changes to 1.20 features, but let's quickly just cover the 1.19.4 changes. The 1.19.4 change, the technical change, is that there is now a new tag in the game, and the tag is called Dismounts Underwater. Entities within this tag will kick a player off when they actually are immersed in water. So things that are in this tag is the camel, the chicken, the donkey, the horse, the llama, the mule, the pig, the ravager, the spider, the strider, the trader llama, and the zombie horse. I think this is obviously for the /ride command, as I think there probably was a few bugs with it. But this is also for if you're in survival mode and you're riding them entities, they will kick you off if you go underwater with them. A thing that isn't in this tag is the actual skeleton horse, because you can actually ride the skeleton horse underwater without being kicked off. There was a bug that meant loaded crossbows, so if you had a crossbow on the floor, it would actually appear to be unloaded. That is now fixed, so when it's thrown on the floor or in an item frame, it will now appear that the arrow is actually loaded within the crossbow. There was also a bug where breaking blocks, the actual block entity or the item entity that gets spat on the floor, that thing right there, that would appear at higher blocks in the world. I have not seen this happen, but if you have come across this bug, it should now be fixed inside of pre-release 2. There was a bug when you done the /damage and you actually damaged a entity that takes damage to fire or freezing. So for example, blazes, if you was to damage a blaze with the actual freezing effect, it wouldn't take 5 times the damage. That is now not the case, and blazes and also striders will now take the correct amount of damage to effects like freezing. The actual bug with the damage, as you can see, I'm going to do damage 1 to this actual strider and freeze it. The damage should have took 5 times that, so it should have took, what, 5 instead of the actual 1. So let's quickly just see the actual data. Let's get the data of the actual strider. There we go, we can do it like that. And you can see the actual health is, where is the health? Health is 15. If we summon a new strider and quickly just get the data of this one, I think they have 20 health, although I could be wrong. This one has a health of 20. So yeah, as you can see, by doing the 1 damage to the strider, it actually done 5 damage instead. Also with the new tag that was added, it was actually a bug where underwater mobs couldn't be ridden underwater. I think that means that stuff like dolphins, you should now be able to ride dolphins and stuff like that in the water. So if that was something you was trying to do, that should also be fixed within this snapshot. Now let's quickly cover the actual 1.20 changes. The first one is the pink petal has had a updated texture. I can see a little bit of difference, but not like major. I don't know if it's the item that's had the updated texture or the actual block. I'm not too sure, but it does look kind of different. The cherry door has also been updated, so has the cherry sapling, so has the cherry boat chest and the cherry boat. I don't notice any changes to these, but apparently changes have been made. I'm guessing maybe it was probably just to fix some inconsistencies or something with the actual textures. But there is changes within this actual pre-release that you might notice if you are playing around with them. Another change that has been made is the decorated pot has had an updated model. As you can see, the actual neck of the block has been made a little bit thicker. It looks better, I think. The actual body, the like blocky part, hasn't been touched. It is literally just the neck. You can see it's been given a bit more shape to it. It's not just a flat it's not just a square put on top of the actual square. It now has a bit more shape, which I like. The question is, can you still put things like fences on? You can. They haven't fixed that. You can still put fences on top. Can you still put flower pots on top? And does it still cause the sea viting? Oh wow, okay. That is like way better. you can now actually put flower pots on top of them, and it doesn't do the sea fighting anymore. And then obviously you can put flowers or things inside of them, and it decorates it. That looks really cool. I really like the change they've made to the pots. This obviously does work with a lot of different items that have a smaller hitbox. Also, walls can now be put, although it does completely cover the whole thing, as you can see. So I like this. It's better because blocks and that fit on a lot better now, and it doesn't cause the texture fight either. Okay, the actual patch notes say this made was changed. The reason they went for the basic neck in the first few snapshots is because they thought it would be easier to build with, where it was just things could plot on a lot easier. But they obviously have come across the issue of the sea fighting, so they decided to make it a bit thicker and a bit more textured so things fit on better. Apparently the cherry boat with a chest had a misplaced pixel. I can't notice anything, or I didn't actually notice it, but some people did, and that is now fixed. The pixels should be exactly where they need to be. A bug was also fixed where items wouldn't actually display in the bundle. I don't actually currently have the bundle enabled, but if you had items within the bundle, they wouldn't actually display in the GUI of the bundle. And also, you hold this pot very weirdly in third person. So that's it within this snapshot. There is actually a few little things like bug fixes. As you can see, there are some things that are technical, like zombies riding chickens or skeletons riding spiders, not considered controllers by the execute command. There's a tooltip from selecting buttons and sliders don't appear when expected. There's another UI buttons break when certain resource packs as of the last snapshot. And also there was a duplicate Minecraft freeze in damage type tag bypass armor. There are also a few other things, as you can see right here, but a lot of them is things that I can't really get to show because they were obviously just weird things or technical things. Clicking with an item that is out of stock in the villager trading menu with sufficient payment will allow the purchase of the item regardless. So that is actually kind of a game-breaking bug, because even if the villagers had no stock of the item left, you would still be able to buy the item. That is also fixed within this snapshot. And also button text is visible outside of menus. That is also fixed. And also this was a bug that we encountered in the last pre-release video. Loading a snapshot 23W07 experimental world says it cannot be opened in safe mode, and clicking safe mode does nothing. So that was a bug that we did come across. That should now also be fixed when loading them worlds. I think they have done good with the pot change, because this makes decorating and building with it a lot easier. Anyway, if you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.